Okay, listen up! This is serious business!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
You goddamn right this is serious.
Yes! I am your man, Kevin Gordon Thomas.
You already know who it is. Clutch time.
And it's the Heartless Starless.
And this is Serious Business, the Not So Serious Podcast, episode 11.
Yes, sir.
We are here. We are here.
Quarantine
Finally doing
edition.
it again this week. It's been a good week.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be a good episode. I'm very excited for what we got to talk about. Fellas,
I'm
what's
so
going on?
excited.
How we doing, fellas?
I'm grooving, cruising.
Ready?
No bruises.
Camel clutch.
Camel clutch is back.
Yeah.
But this
Back in
time,
action.
but this time I got the special operator loadout because I've been running that war zone. I got how many dubs? 10 dubs? 10 W's?
dubs
10 wins?
total?
10 dubs. 10 dubs
Jeez.
total in the war zone right now. So
Killing it.
And guess
yo,
what?
it's hard, man. It's
The
hard.
game's not easy.
It's
We'll
not
run.
easy.
We'll run on
But
the
the funny
weekend.
thing is, playing Warzone is kind of like being in a relationship.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because without communication, you're gonna lose.
You're going down, bro.
You're gonna lose.
So
Going
then
down.
all right, okay. So then what's the equivalent for Wi-Fi connection and you playing?
Oh, I got the hard wire, so there is no equivalent.
Oh, there's no equivalent ready.
There's no shortage. There's no
When you're in there like swimwear, there's no comparison.
Okay.
Listen, thank you for joining us for Serious Business, the Not So Serious Podcast. Make sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms, our Twitter at SeriousBiz_pod, our Instagram at Serious Business Podcast, and make sure that you spell business BIZNESS, our YouTube Serious Biz. All right.
Yo,
Yeah, I don't know about that connection, bro.
Have you guys been hearing about the freaking man's burning down 5G towers in the UK?
Yeah,
They're
getting
burning.
wild.
They're
getting
saying
wild,
fire,
man.
more fire.
Bro, they're like, yo, this shit
Burn it down,
started.
brev.
This shit started coronavirus. Yo, burn it down, bro. Burn
That's
it
what they
down.
said?
Burn it
Yeah,
down,
people are
bro. Yeah,
believing that the 5G towers started coronavirus. I didn't know wireless waves can start a respiratory virus.
Well, you know what that means then?
What's that?
what does that mean?
That means that all the flat Earth believers have friends.
Oh yeah,
So
bro. There's a lot of them out
Well,
there, man.
Well, what if the coronavirus vaccine is going to have that microchip to see where mans are going all the time, and then the 5G is what's going to amplify the vaccine to
Bro, Google and Apple already know where we're going, man.
they already know where we're going, bro.
Did you-
And then
course,
yeah, you seen that
course.
thing how they're teaming up.
Yeah, they're teaming up to make a
Google,
Google and Apple.
yeah, Google and Apple, they're teaming up to make
With
this
Facebook.
program. No. Make this program to kind of. Oh, go ahead, Alice.
So they made this program that for everybody's phones so that they know who came in contact with somebody who is tested
Has
positive for
the
the
coronavirus.
coronavirus. But
Yep.
apparently,
And they said that they're gonna what?
they're saying that their privacy is
Yeah.
I'm doing air quotes for our
Shut the
listeners.
hell up.
That so apparently they're saying it's not going to know your location, it's not going to know the time you went somewhere, and it's not going to know exactly where you were.
Just like a radius.
It's just going to know that you were in contact with this person, and they're going to tell you should get checked.
So basically what you're telling me is these guys have come up with an antivirus app.
Antivirus transmission app, basically.
No, what they're doing is they're just putting a name to what they've already had inside the phones all this time.
Oh yeah,
They're just
'cause
making
they're
it,
only
they're just calling it an app now that you
they're
can
using
download
GPS
and you can view.
and Bluetooth.
They're making something that now you can view.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're using GPS and Bluetooth to
Bro, you can't go
to-
nowhere.
yeah. Hey, but like, you know what? This is the day and age we live in. Cars
Yep.
have GPS.
Dog,
The
it
car
is what it
company
is,
can
man.
know where you are. This is
Everything
is
has
what it is, bro.
GPS.
Huh?
It's just the times we're in, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But-
it
Can you say?
is
Speaking of
what it is, man.
GPS and locations, have you all guys been working, or how you guys dealing with this?
Just chilling, man.
I'm still
I'm,
working.
I'm not working, but
Hey, cheers to essential workers.
Yeah, I'm an essential
thank you. You
worker,
guys are
bro.
so brave.
I know, right? Technically, we should get a premium, a shift premium for working during
They
these
ain't giving
hard
mans
times.
nothing, bro. I'm telling you that.
But you
bro.
know, yes, this is the place you can talk your shit. You're venting. He's wanted to say that all friggin' week now. He's like, yo,
No, because think about it, and also too, when I went to the beer store today,
Yeah.
one of the beer store employees made a very valid point that I was thinking about from a very long time that actually makes sense.
Mhm.
So the beer store by my location, not going to expose, will let you go up to their fridge and grab a beer yourself.
okay.
But then everybody's gonna touch
Hold
that.
on, hold on, nigga.
Okay, all right.
But the beer store that I went to today, I was looking at the beers to see what they have, and before I didn't even move. He said, "Oh, don't grab any beers from the fridge. I'll grab it for you." I said, "Okay, no problem." So when it was my turn to purchase the beer, I'm like, "Oh, it's funny how you guys have a different policy than different beer stores." He's like, "No, technically we're supposed to let you grab the beers, but if you do, isn't that going backwards? Because if you have it, you don't know, you touch a beer, you don't want that beer, you put it
You
back.
put it back, yeah.
Now you've contaminated 3 or 4 different beers around in that radius."
Yeah, for sure.
So
it's messed up. And not to mention they're in a fridge and the virus lasts longer in the cold.
Bro, I you know, I was just thinking about that then. Even like winners, they're taking a hit, bro. I can't, you know, clothing stores. You can't go shopping, malls.
Bro, no one wants to put their shit on and try clothes on.
Nope.
Shit, bro.
But but that's just the coronavirus.
that's
right
why
now,
most
man.
stuff is final sale and you can't return it.
Yeah, that's true. Even electronics. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And most places are not accepting cash.
Oh, no places is accepting cash.
No, a lot of places by me are still accepting cash.
Say word. You can't
But
even
there's
go
a
in
sign.
stores anymore, man.
There's a sign that says we will accept cash, but we prefer you use the tap debit.
Get the hell up out of here. And
whatever. I ain't giving nobody cash. I ain't getting no change back. I'll be like, here's $100. Oh, it was only $30. Keep the fucking change. Bitch, keep the change. Keep the
change. Yo, I've been watching a little bit. Not so when people say they don't watch TV, I don't believe you, because YouTube and Instagram and all those things count as information.
How's that TV? Hold on. How's that TV?
It's TV, bro.
How is that TV?
You're sitting down and you're watching a screen.
Do you know what TV stands for?
Television.
So how are you watching TV on your phone?
Bro, it's a piece of content, dog. So the same. So hold on now. The same shows you're watching on your TV, you can watch on your phone. So how's that not television?
It's called streaming.
Oh, shut the hell up, bro.
It is. Look it up.
Shut the hell up, bro.
Hold on. For our serious business listeners, we have an argument going on. Is watching something on your phone the same thing watching as TV?
It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
It's a hashtag no, it's not. Hashtag yes, it is.
Do people consider it the same? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I don't know.
It's the same.
That's why it's called streaming.
Is
right?
Netflix
Any show you don't watch on TV? No, it's not.
Bro, it's the same thing.
Same thing. All right.
Hopefully it's called streaming. It's called streaming.
Settle this for us. Hopefully,
yeah, but okay. Whatever name you want to give it, at the same rate, it's you're taking in content. So whether you're saying you don't watch TV or you don't stream, you're still ingesting content.
Well, no one says they don't.
Okay, I have a question.
Hold on.
Same
no
shit.
one says they don't
is
stream.
Watching YouTube watching TV?
No.
Yes, but they don't call themselves TV stars. They're YouTube stars.
Yeah, bro, you're a piece of content. You're all the same thing. You guys are getting into
but YouTube is online.
It doesn't. Buddy, what do you mean online? My TV is not even plugged into the wall. It's just like, what are you talking about?
So how are you watching stuff?
So
how are you watching?
Bell is mostly on internet, you know.
Bell is mostly. I think I'm with Rogers.
Rogers is on internet. There.
What? You just plug it into the wall?
Okay, so if Bell's on internet, what is that called? A streaming service, right? Not a TV online service.
Okay, cool. Got you. No problem. So when you buy something on a really big screen that's not a monitor and it has and it's smart, what is it called?
A what?
A smart TV. You're not calling it a smart streaming.
You said when you buy something on a big screen.
Yeah, you buy something that's big and it's not a monitor and it has it's considered smart. It's a smart TV. It's not a smart streaming device. What are you talking about?
Well, technically, it is a smart streaming device
Oh my
because there's
God! Yo,
apps.
what are you
Well,
talking about?
hold on.
It's
Well,
so
think
silly.
about it. Think
You're not
about it. There's
making any
apps.
sense.
Well, think about it. There's apps that are built into the TV that allow
No, but
you
look.
to
Oh,
stream.
but it's not a TV. It's not a TV though. It's a streaming device. So now you want to
How's
get
it
to the nitty gritty of the words.
No, because you buy a television. You don't buy a streaming device.
But you still watch the TV.
The streaming device is the label.
Okay. All right. Okay. Watch this now. Let me hit you with this.
Watch this. We're online. I can't watch this. We're streaming.
No, man. Okay. No. But okay. Watch this. If you buy a monitor that's not a TV, but then you get an Android box to where you can watch devices, is that streaming or you're watching TV?
If you get a condom and bust in a chick, does she still get pregnant?
Yeah, but you still have to call it a child. You still have to call it a child. You can't call it reproductive products from my loins. It's a child.
What if child is an acronym for something?
I was trying to think of something Jamaican.
Currency.
You guys are dead, so you tell me.
All right. What does child? So currency, heirloom.
Okay. No, currency, air, or
currency,
heirloom. Okay, that works.
Or heirloom. Currency, air. Wait, inherited. Is that an E or an I?
Okay, while you think about that, you can think about that, bro. I don't even know, man. Listen, because you've been speaking of child. I've been watching this show where I don't know if they're going to start having children on this show, but I don't usually, since we're on the topic of television, I don't usually watch TV.
Yeah.
Like when I say TV, I don't watch like your regularly scheduled programs through Rogers or whatnot. But I still watch TV on the internet. So I was watching clips of this show from TLC. It's so stupid. I don't even know, bro. I was walking past my mom's room and she was watching it, and then I just got sucked into it. 90 Day Fiance, bro.
90 Day Fiance.
This show is so stupid.
Is there a refund after the 90 days? Like, do you get?
Dog, it's
So my girl watches that show, and sometimes I catch episodes when we're about to go to bed and shit, and like, it's fucked up, bro.
Yo, okay. So specifically now, the only reason, all right, I should back up. The only reason I watched it on YouTube is because Instagram would not let up on this guy with the memes. Like the meme world was going nuts. Okay. They're calling this guy No Neck Ed. So this guy, the way I did research on him and just the way he was born with like shorter everything, shorter arms, shorter legs. He's not considered a midget. He's like 4'11", but his body is shorter, so it literally looks like it goes from his chin to not a midget. Goes from his chin to like.
Whoa, hold on.
He's a tidget. He's a tidget.
Hold on. What's considered a midget?
Midget. I think it's a specific height.
Yeah. So what height is considered a midget?
I don't know. I think it's.
I think they prefer the term little people.
Huh?
Under 5 feet has to be.
No, bro. How many girls?
Google it. Google it.
How many sweet girls you knew back in the day, bro? That were
for what?
That were 4'11".
That were for the cocky.
There's no thing. It says a midget's an extremely or unusually small person.
Okay, no, but there's a height.
No. There's a way you can register as a door for.
The reason why I'm asking is because if you're under a certain height or weight, you're considered because you got. That means you need a car seat.
Shut up! You're so
no, I'm being serious. Look it up.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
You're
right.
To drive in.
That's true. Imagine that's so bad. Imagine you're going to Walmart.
People, this is so offensive, man.
You're like, this one looks good. Yeah, Walmart trying out baby seats.
Trying out Graco. Get yourself the 5-in-1, okay? It reclines, it moves up, it sits up like this,
goes to a booster seat.
Oh my God. Okay, so well, this 90 Day Fiance. Anyway, so this guy, I felt bad for him, but it was funny as hell, man. As much as you feel bad for him, some of these guys they put themselves in these stupid situations, bro.
Not only guys, Not only guys, women as well.
And women is well. We're gonna get to that because there's two stories that I know of, and then the first one is of this guy, and he meets a lady from the Philippines, and he decides to go down there. Obviously, his family members and everybody's telling him not to, so he goes down there. He meets this girl, and bro, the first time they met, and he picked her up. No, yeah, so when they met at the airport, she walks over to him, and they hug, and the first thing she says to him is, "Oh, you are short." I was like, damn. Like, whoa. And I
was
felt
talking about his
that
neck,
means
or was she
something,
talking
eh?
about his
When-
height? Was she
when
talking about his
women's
neck
height-
or his height?
height.
When
man,
women
height.
say
Lay off
height
the guy's
doesn't
neck
mean
there.
nothing, they lying.
Well, watch this now. I felt bad for my friend. I said, man, how's she gonna do him like that? Then I was watching a next interview, and then this guy was like, how when they were talking to him about it, they're like, how did you feel when she talked about your height the first time you met? He's like, well, man, it was like a gut punch to my stomach. But you know what? In honesty, though, it was kind of my fault too, because when we would Skype for months before, I told her that we're the same height. So this guy's telling her he's 5'2", and she meet him, he's 4'11". Of course, she don't say
it's funny if you have to make yourself the same height as someone who's 5'2".
Yeah, I know.
I know. To get to
but
that
yo,
5'2", man.
Oh my gosh, man! Obviously, but then that's funny. I know. And then
if I could get to that 5'2", I could change the light bulbs.
Bro, I'm probably gonna make a clip of it. The facial reaction when he asked her to kiss for the first time, yo, her reaction, she did not like. Oh, these people are whack. And then there's like another. There's another African couple where it's this lady from the States goes to Africa.
I think I see that.
Soldier Boy. Is that Soldier Boy?
No. Who's?
Bro,
hold on.
Okay. On that same season,
Soldier Boy was on the show. Soldier Boy was on the show.
No. There's an African star. He's an artist, and his name is Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy.
So how's that spelled?
SOJA, I believe. Soulja Boy.
Is he?
So he's dating this older lady from the States.
Answer me this one question: Does he crank that?
Oh, he cranking that AK boy.
I don't know if he cranks, but he definitely Superman.
He cranking that AK.
But so he's dating this lady, white lady from the States, and she's like older, and like he brings her to see his mom, and like he brings her to like
this guy with the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah. Okay.
And everything, and then his mom is like, I brought her. She came here because we want to get married, and his mom's like, no, and she gets up and walks away. No, she walks away.
Savage.
I'm like, what? I'm like, wow. She's like,
I seen. Remember when they were at the store? Okay, so I didn't see all of that. I only seen like one clip of them shopping, and then they went to the store, and the one person trying to help was like, "Oh, does she like these clothes?" He's like, "Oh, why is she going to like it? She can't fit in it. She's fat." And the way she like was like aggressive, cute about it. She was like, "Oh, shut up!" But the way she like grabbed his neck was like, "Come on, shut up, you!" and like squeezed him. I'm just like, wow.
It's crazy. That show's crazy. Can you imagine fucking meeting somebody and getting married to them in 90 days? 90 days, bro. 90 days.
Listen, nothing is more crazy than Love is Blind. At least you see their face, boy. What you mean?
Yo, hold on. Yo, I was in Brampton on Friday, okay?
In town?
I peeped this little preview of this show.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to watch it on Netflix.
It's
called Too Hot to Handle.
Yes, someone told me about that.
It keeps popping up as number one.
Man, we're watching that for the next episode. Okay?
Yes. Take this in. So it's basically your typical reality TV show. You know, there's hotties, you know, there's mandem, you know, but there's a catch.
As there always is with a show.
Casey, you want to know what the catch is?
What's the catch, bro?
You cannot have sex or have any sexual contact with anyone on the show.
What do you mean? So what do you mean? Okay,
define
sexual contact.
Kissing, no kissing,
no Bakkas,
no butt, no,
no Bakkas,
yo, no Bakkas, bro.
Body on it, boom, boom.
Buck your time, like
break it down.
Wait, here's a question.
Bend over.
What happens if you break the rules?
So hold on, no, hold on.
Hold on.
No
Okay.
contact. Continue with the contact.
No.
So no kissing, no sex, no bakkas.
But the show goes on normally, like every other hookup show.
Yeah, but can you hold hands?
Yeah, but there's no like some of that nitty. There's none of that nitty gritty, genuine, so anxious. None of that R. Kelly.
Genuine.
Oh, so if you break the rules, you lose bread.
What?
For real? Like
break the rules, you lose money.
How much?
I don't know how much, but
I mean, that's dumb. Borderline prostitution, but I'm breaking all the rules. Fuck it. Every girl is catching it. But if they hit me with that 10K type thing or that 5K, jeez, bro. I don't know about all that, bro.
For 5K, can you be celibate?
Yes. Yes.
Well, listen to me.
5K, bro.
Well, listen.
Hey, Jesus was celibate for free, okay?
Exactly,
bro.
When the devil tempted some bread.
Listen, my dog.
I can be celibate for free because I am committed.
Black men don't cheat. Listen. I'm celibate right now, and not by choice. Quarantine, baby.
Quarantine. Freaking Corona got you celibate.
Celibate. Corona got me celibate, boy. I'm telling you, man. That's why I don't know if I'm gonna watch that show. I don't know, man.
No, we're watching it. We're watching it. We'll have it for next episode.
All right. So okay, I'll peep it. Well, you know what I'm watching right now? Top Boy, in it.
Top Boy is crazy.
In it.
Did you get through are you done yet?
Yo, the first season, it was good, but that kid, the main kid, Renell, he's a really bad actor in the first season.
Yeah.
He's just like same emotion every time.
He's a kid though.
I get it. I get his character is just like he's just really awkward.
Yeah, he's typecasted. He's typecasted. He's typecasted.
I guess. No, but I mean like the type of character he has to portray. Typecasted is like you're supposed to just play like, okay, the gang member, he's typecasted. He looks like a rough black guy who would, you know what I mean? That's typecast.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, look at that Spanish nigga that we see in every single like movie. That's always the same part.
Or the Asian guy who's super smart and like a really thick accent, right? So that's typecast. But like a really dynamic character with like depth to them. But he didn't really have much depth to his character. But now in the second season he is. So it's getting really good. It's getting really good, man.
So you didn't get to the new season yet?
No, not yet. Right. I got got 3 more episodes or something. I'm going through it slow, bro. I'm really trying to ration my time online and social media and everything like that, which is, I guess, a good thing from this whole quarantine
challenge.
Yeah, man. And I'd even think of it as the Arliss challenge, but I guess we can quickly catch up on that and check in.
So you're making
definitely progress? Yeah, a lot of progress, man. I got a wicked sexy computer, so it's
people haven't noticed how did you get it?
This superb top of the line
Clutch Time Prime.
Clutch time. That was good. Actually, Clutch Time Prime. So I got a computer. Arliss made me a computer, and spot the parts and whatnot. Sent it over by Clutch Prime, and so it's good, man.
So as people should notice that all our videos are up right now.
Yeah, all videos are up. We're up to date. And this is actually pieces of your old computer. And it's doing really well.
Pieces, yeah.
Some pieces of your old computer. So I bought that off you. And buying it off you.
Basically, it made Galvatron.
Bro, this computer is so dope. Dog, the other day I was like on Skype. I was video chatting with my girl. And I'm like, baby, even this mouse, like it has macros. And I sound like a total nerd. And she's like, what? Your mouse has more buttons and whatever. She's like, oh, that's great. So what else can it do? Oh, wow, it can scroll really low. Whoa, what's a mechanical keyboard? Wow, it can type like that. She didn't give a shit. She don't care. She's like, nigga, just.
But the question is,
nigga, tell me you miss me. Tell me you miss me.
Damn right.
I don't want to hear about no mouse. Tell me what you gonna do when you first see me. Like, she don't want to hear about no mouse.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
I
get it, cat, mouse.
Geez, she ain't about that mouse, bro.
But I tell you, I ain't ain't no mouse over here, boy. I tell you that. And if it is, This mouse getting that real pussy cat. Anyways, so I think
the cat.
I'm on quarantine. Shut up. So, guys, I think it's time.
Time for what?
It's time to play a game. We can take a little break and let's get into a game. Can we? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Are we all good? It's time for a little bit of information. Here we go.
Good eye, you fucking blokes. Welcome to This Week in History. Starring yours truly, it's Clutch Time, featuring Kevin Gordon Thomas and your main man, the Heartless Arliss.
Yes. This Week in History. We haven't done it in a while, but we really love it, and we were really happy with how we did it the first time. And we want to get more of these out, and we have different games coming up. So if you don't know what This Week in History is, it is what it sounds like. We're going to be recapping some cool information that happened this week in history.
Yep.
We're going to go all the way back in time to even things that might have happened today.
It's possible.
So let's start off April 19th, which is today. So again, it's for this week.
19th?
Yeah, today's April 19th.
Well, this quarantine just has me just waking up, going to sleep, waking up.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude, I almost forgot the days, man. I was like, today's Friday or Saturday. I was like, oh my God. I was like, whoa. Anyways, 1991, Evander Holyfield beats George Foreman in 12 for heavyweight boxing title. So only reason I wanted to pick that one is because I love the George Foreman girls, man. I don't know about you guys, but that shit, come on.
No.
Come on, back in the
George
day
Foreman,
when we were younger, bro,
and
it took the grease out of the tray. Just, what?
Bro, I had to go George Foreman grill, and
everybody and their mama had a
everybody had a
Foreman
George
grill,
Foreman grill.
Yeah.
Yo, a George Foreman grill could cook frozen burgers proper and like
What?
And oh man, it was
straight frozen.
it was so easy to clean. So easy to
You
clean.
close that lid, it's just like kunk.
Yeah, the little handle on it. Yeah.
Next
All
thing
right.
you know, it's a burger, juicy.
So this next one I thought was really cool. In 1927, actress Mae West was found guilty of obscenity and corrupting the morals of youth.
What the fuck?
Yes,
the hell
obscenity
did he
and guilty of obscenity and corrupting the morals of youth in a New York stage play entitled Sex.
Wow.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about getting
charged with
sex so
obscenity.
you cannot get no baby.
So she is sentenced to 10 days in prison. This is 1927, so 10 days.
10 days?
That's a big thing. 10 days in prison and is fined $500. Back then, that's a lot of dough.
That's a lot of money.
And the resulting publicity then did launch her Hollywood career.
Wow.
Rise of the Hoes, bro. Rise of the Hoes. She was the
Rise of
first.
the Hoes. That's all you got to do.
Yo, she got signed by Paramount, and they put her on a contract for, I think it was like 8,000 or something like that, or 50 grand, and the equivalent was like a stupid amount of money. But yo, the first movie she did with Paramount, that movie made it made $2 million, which the equivalent for today is 120 million.
Damn.
So that sex the play really brought her to a whole nother level in her career.
Well,
next one. We're still on April 19th, 1994. Rodney King was awarded $3.8 million in compensations for his police beating. Everybody's seen that video where he gets his ass whipped. And he won that settlement today. 2011.
8 mil. Jeez.
Yeah, man. 2011, April 19th, Fidel Castro resigns from Communist Party of Cuba's Central Committee after 45 years of holding the title. Everybody knows Fidel Castro, and he just handed everything over to his brother after.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like what really changed?
Nothing.
April 19th, 1904, the Great Toronto Fire. I never knew at one time Toronto was on fire, bro.
Neither did I.
Oh, Toronto?
Bro, on Bay Street from Esplanade West all the way to Millenade, which is like right a bit after Wellington.
Yeah.
So like Front Street was all burned up, and it like, oh man, what are the stats for it? It was crazy. It's they don't really know.
So lit.
So
that's why we're so lit.
It was
Damn
actually,
right, that's why we're so lit.
So it's actually 20 acres of land that burned down, and like buildings and stuff like that, man. Yeah. So and it's crazy because,
What year was this?
1904. And the weather in Toronto on the evening of the 19th was cold and blustery. So imagine how hot that fire must have been, bro.
Bro, imagine if it was a hot Toronto summer.
Yeah, they must have plugged into Tory Lanez mixtape that day.
Oh,
I guess so, man. So we're gonna get to his album after. It was Arliss has something to say about that. Okay, April 19th, 1989. New York City gang rape. That was the gang rape assault that inspired that movie When They See Us. That was on Netflix, where it's talking about the 5 teenagers, some black and some Hispanic, that were wrongfully convicted of beating and raping a white woman. That was today.
That was
when
hard.
that happened.
That movie really.
Did you guys see that movie?
That whole story.
No, I never seen it.
My brother loves that movie so much, and he was like really upset, bro, talking about it, telling us about it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro, I hate watching that. I heard about the story before the movie. Obviously, a lot of people did, but like, bro, that kind of shit pisses me off, yo. The blatant disrespect, and the prosecutor came back later on, was like, no, it wasn't portrayed like that. It really wasn't like that. I was different.
Shut up.
Yeah, get out of here.
You know what I mean? Like, well, what about the kids? Did you hear? Like, did the kids do like any interviews after?
Yeah, there's a couple interviews actually now. If you want to look them up.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I'll be looking that up. Okay, April 20th, 1999. Going a little bit dark, was the Columbine High School shooting.
Jeez.
And the turnaround for that, which actually inspired South Park, because those guys from South Park were in that area.
Yeah. Hey, guys, did you know that there hasn't been, I read a thing that there wasn't a mass shooting in March for like 10 years in the States. This is the first March that went by with no mass shooting in the States.
Yo, what's wrong with this? Bro,
anyways,
I ain't gonna get, they already have enough problems right now, man. Listen.
We did just have a mass shooting in Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia, was it? Today, a guy went on a shooting spree.
Today?
Yeah. Went on a shooting spree, killed a cop, killed a couple people. The numbers aren't really out yet, but yeah.
Oh boy. Well, April 21st, 2016. This is a sad one. The death of Prince. Purple Rain. I wanna be your lover. Down, boom, boom.
And the conspiracies came out just like it came out with Corona.
You know what I'm saying? And he was found dead in Paisley Park, his Minnesota home and recording studio. The cause of death was accidental, asterisk, quotations, accidental overdose of the opioid fentanyl. He was 57 years old. 57 years old, bro. Huh?
Hey, I think they killed him, but hey.
Or you know what? or you know, remember Orlando Bloom from Proud Family and That's So Raven?
Yeah.
He said on Vlad TV, he's like Prince died, the devil came to collect.
Yo, that guy is messed up.
Insane, bro. He could have been on the revamp of Raven.
Yeah, but he fucked up.
Bro, what if they bring back Proud Family? He's not. I don't want him on it now more because this guy's too wild.
Yeah, no, he's on something. Eddie. Whatever he's on, he needs to chill out. Maybe go get himself checked out or something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. And then the last one here, we're ending on a cool note. April 22nd, 1563, the birth of the great Shakespeare.
To be
or not
to be.
That is the question.
That's the question.
And a poet named Ben Jonson said that he was not of an age for all time. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me get to my. Come on, just chill. The man Ben Jonson is a poet. He said he was not of an age, but for all time. That's a big line, bro. Because it's so true, dude. Lion King. I messed up. I thought that was Macbeth, but it's Hamlet actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Shakespeare has been in everything. Whether you like the books or not, I definitely didn't.
Everything almost.
I definitely didn't understand
all the romantic stories.
Especially all the romantic stories, bro. People still be talking about Romeo and Juliet and all kind of thing, boy. What you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, fellas, breadwinners versus stay-at-home parents. Who is more? And we'll stick with the lines and how everybody's talking with quarantine. Breadwinners versus stay-at-home parents. Who is more essential?
That's a tough one. It's hard to say.
It all depends,
bro.
I guess
some people really need it. Money, 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 money. But at the same time, bro, like it goes back and forth because we've seen this movie so many times where, the parents give the kids everything, and then the parents, they don't got to do nothing or whatever, and then the kids hate them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's really the relationship you have with these kids. But like, fuck, man. To be honest,
well, it all depends really, because like, what if one side is being overworked than the other?
Then that's whacked.
That's whack, boy. What you mean?
But like, it's hard to say what's overworked. Like, since this quarantine and the kids are home all the fucking time now, I completely understand how being a stay-at-home parent would be rough. Clearly, I have 2 kids in the house, so like they are brutal. I think one kid would be a lot easier to deal with, but
some days are different.
Some days, but one kid is better than 2. I'm telling you that from now. That's for sure.
So, Clutch, you're still gonna try and get snipped?
He's going for it, bro.
One and done?
Who knows? One and done. Might be the one and
I'm
done.
a belief in both parents working.
Or maybe you can make 2. See what you can do.
Jeez.
Breadwinner, I don't know. I'd rather ask you guys these kind of questions. So, I would. There's a Bible verse that says, it's better to be happy in a house, a small house, than to be in a large house and be miserable.
Yeah. Well, if this large house gets me further away from these kids, I will not be miserable.
This nigga is wild, boy. Oh,
well, this large house that I'm in has me miserable.
Well, not big enough then.
No, it's too big. It's I don't know. It's like Future said, it's too much sauce.
Too much sauce? Who's more essential? Who's more essential? Come on.
I believe, I don't know. I can't say who's more essential because stay-at-home parents, man, that shit's rough sometimes. But like, I think I could do it with one kid. I could stay at home with one kid. But then when you get like multiple children, I think it's harder. I really do. Once, like, for example, like I have one kid in school, one kid in daycare. Clearly not now. One kid in school, one kid in daycare. You can ship one off to daycare. That's fine, and just have one kid, and it's always easier, especially when you have the one in school, because you can just say, "Yo, go do this, go do that, go do that." But when you have the little baby, man, shit's annoying.
Or just split them up, and you take the better one.
Would you?
Right?
No, because sometimes they want to be with you, right? So, let's would you guys be okay being a stay-at-home dad?
I'd get too bored.
Or now, do you think your pride would get involved?
No. I think I'd feel it's not, you don't get the gratification that you do at work as you do like, when you go to work, you finish something, you end the day, you're like, yeah, I finished that. You don't get that being at home with the kids. You get that 10 years from now when your kids grow up to be a good person or whatever you want to call it, raise how you want. But at the end of the day, most of these parents now are waiting for their kids to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God, wait for bedtime, blah, blah, blah. Because you don't get that gratification day by day or every couple of days that you would in the workplace. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I could do that, man. I don't think it'd be pride, it'd be frustration. That's why, stay-at-home moms, I think that's cool and all, but I still believe in both parents working. That's my stance.
And both parents working?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely it depends what kind of lifestyle you have, bro. I would think it's okay for there to be a stay-at-home mom. If she wanna at least work on a hustle at the crib, but again, that's still technically working, right? Like just
she can do on her time,
just chilling at home and taking care of the youths. I don't know, man. I didn't really grow up like that, so I've never really seen it. You know what I mean? Like I've seen back in Trinidad when I went with my homies, Steven and Ryan. Their uncle, he works all the time, and his wife stays at home, and they have a great relationship. They have, you know what I mean. So it works for them, and it's kind of cool because he don't know how to cook, and she don't know how to do any handiwork. So like they need each other.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So when it blends like that, but when it's like one can, but then they're older, right? So it's more old school. But like now it's like you can't stay at home all day and not know how to fix something or whatever like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, or I can't just come home and expect you to, I don't know, just to cook for me all the time, bro.
Yeah, no. I see the benefits of like staying at home. Like, you know, you don't, you know, you can get your shit
like the shit gets done, like in the house, you know,
the
like
house and the shit in the house gets done, and you
Well, whoever
don't
gets home
technically have
first.
to do it.
Whoever gets home first, is what me and my baby have been saying. Whoever gets home first, cooks.
Yeah. Yeah, if two people are working, right?
that's when I ask what time you get home. So whenever you tell me a time, I'll come home later.
Word. What time you get home? Oh, I gotta do overtime that day. So you got this?
Every day is overtime. Yep.
Yeah, every day.
Oh,
But yeah, like we've
goodness.
had the discussion of staying at home and whatnot. And she said she would like to stay at home. Well, this was before the second kid. She was like, yeah, she would like to stay home. She's like, yeah, I'd stay home, because we were like, yo, do you want, like, so it wasn't really a serious discussion because I wasn't having it. But like, if you you want to stay home, like we talked about it, and then now that the second kid came along, I don't think she'd do it. I don't think she'd want to deal with the kids all day. This quarantine is driving her nuts. I'm telling you that from now.
Wow.
It's driving her nuts because she still has to work technically from home, but she hasn't been able to do shit, right? So yeah, exactly. That's driving her nuts. But I think that both parents should be working. This is just my point of view. A lot of people don't agree with me, but like both parents should be working, and you just grind it out the first couple of years till these kids can take care of themselves and get a job, and then maybe one can stay home and if they want.
This guy said first couple of years they get a job.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy thinks it's Malaysia.
What?
Child labor.
Bro,
shit.
I've been looking up those labor laws and shit, man. They're rough in Canada, bro.
We got it too good over here.
It's way too good. But like, I think like, because like, first off, college. You know how hard college is to pay for on one salary, bro? College is expensive. Like, what if your kids grow up and they're like, yeah, I want to be a doctor, bro? What?
Yeah.
Get that shit out your mind. No, but like, you gotta save up some bread.
You better trap through high school.
Trust me, yo. You
want to be a doctor? You better learn how to flip a brick.
You know what I'm saying?
Or okay. So then, hold on now. So if you're saying that as a joke, obviously, but then if it's okay for them to sell bricks and whatever, to trap and to sell that chicken, what if a girl then wants to strip and she making paper, bro? Strippers are making way more than drug dealers. Let's be real.
Say my girl or like my daughter type of thing. Fuck no. She's not stripping shit.
But she's making paper, bro. She can pay for her school.
Her mom can go strip for her then.
Oh my gosh. you won't be in the front row.
Bro, I'm gonna be
my buddy was telling me that the front row apparently is called the perv row or something like that.
Is it?
Some shit. One of my brothers was telling me that. But yeah, you're gonna be in the front row, eh?
Bro, I'll be in the front row staring, yo.
Throwing that colored money.
Throwing that colored money. Mean mugging Matt. Anybody else throws money is catching it. Be like, what? Wait, no, I can't because we need that. Be like this.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
you could help in double team. This guy brings out a loony. Nah, bro, that ass is worth more than that, boy.
Nah, man, you gotta be a loony. I'm gonna throw a toonie. Give me that back after. Give me that back.
Just slide it back with your foot. Slide it back. When you twerk, slide that toonie back.
Yeah. So,
cash back.
You throw it in like ting, and it comes back out.
Trust me. With a string, you pull it with the string.
Oh shit! You guys get wild. Okay, listen.
But yeah, I think it's beneficial. You know what? I think it's good because like you need that other you need that other thing to keep you going in life. Other than, and I mean, I guess it also depends on the person. But like, I find it, for me personally, I find if my life was all about my kids, and a lot of people say it's all about their kids, but if my life was all about my kids and there was nothing else I was focused on, it would be rough for me, man. I need other things on my mind. I need other things to do. I need other things to
Well,
strive
if
for.
your life was all about your kids, you'd be dead, because how would you breathe?
Life was all about my kids and breathing. And that's
See,
it.
Well, yeah, but then there's some parents who live vicariously through their kids, right? So their kids are their life technically, right? And they're okay with that, and they still work. Bro, I know this one dad. He has 3 kids, all of them are sports heads, and this guy goes in, bro, all the games. He's at all the games, all the practices. He works like he puts in like windows and shit like that, like like a general laborer. And this guy is all about sports for his kids, bro. At the house, they be training soccer, doing techniques, boxing, and all kind of shit. Like he's so, but obviously you could see that he's living through his kids, which isn't a bad thing.
No, absolutely. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the same thing when it gets
I'm doing the same
point.
shit. What you mean? What are you doing?
Sure. When it gets to that point, I'm doing the same thing. But getting to that point, you need sports ain't cheap, okay? Sports are not cheap. That's
bro,
when
I would look at the bills, like when mom put me in soccer, like I'm a kid, I didn't really care, but like, yo, it's expensive, boy. What you mean? At the time, I'm just like, whatever.
Soccer,
hockey. Think about hockey.
Hockey, yeah, where it's equipment, yeah.
Equipment. Soccer's expensive.
Soccer's cleats and shin pads.
But they charge you an arm. Like my cousin plays soccer up to Ontario rep, and that shit's expensive, bro. He paid indoor and outdoor. Like he was playing everything. Can you imagine? And in order for your kid to be like, you know, good at some sports, you need to constantly put them in shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we don't know because we're not of that life. But I think hockey is really expensive because, bro, to be
think about it.
Somebody was telling me.
No, I think hockey's the most expensive.
Hockey is the most expensive
because if you want to be in the NHL. I think they said like the cutoff is like 16. If you're serious about it, the cutoff is 16.
Yeah, then you'll know.
Well, no, but like I think it's or even earlier. Like they get you in hockey. Really, it's like soccer even.
Well, you got to get into like OHL and stuff. They see you from like all the other leagues, and they get you.
Yeah, like at least basketball. Even if you know you're later, even if you're in high school and you're nice, you can get in later.
You can. The odds of that though, that's the thing. Basketball is also another one. Like most of the time, and from the NBA perspective, obviously there's exceptions here and there, but most of the time, if you weren't part of a league, they're not really looking at you. If you're not part of the NCAA, you're not looking at you. If you're not part of the any of the Euro leagues or anything, they're not really looking at you. You can get caught, like, you know, get caught here and there. But like, unless you're part of the league, because you can't go straight from high school to basketball anymore. And I've been looking at like prep schools for ball.
Yeah,
God, bro, it's not cheap either.
Imagine soccer in the UK or in Europe.
Crazy.
Dog, they got you from when you're like 5. Like you see Ronaldo and all them walking out with that with them little babies holding hands.
Yeah.
In the opening ceremonies. Oh my gosh, man.
And all those kids, all their parents are putting them through sports, and probably one of them may make it to pro. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's just expensive. It's not especially when you're taking it serious. That shit is not. And all sports, realistically, yeah, you might have to buy equipment for hockey, but like, I don't know what kind of sport you're going to
I know someone that has kids for hockey, and he says he needs to pay for like conditioning camps and shit. Like those camps are like
but there's camps like that for all sports though.
But they're not that expensive. Like ball, like for ball, what is there? Summer league?
Yeah,
and I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know if we've gone down that route. You can ask. You know what's his name? You can ask. I'm pretty sure he went to a prep school. He must have. Did he?
Oh yeah. He went to prep school. Yeah,
that's just not free.
I think he went to Fate. Oh, unless you're that good, you go on scholarship.
Exactly, that's scholarship. But you can get a scholarship for anything, right?
If you're that good.
And like basketball camps, like out here, I was looking at basketball camps and shit. Like you're looking at right now, I think it was like $2,000 for the year, and we're talking like 5 years old. We ain't talking like a high school shit or anything. So I mean, but you know, that's why both parents need to be working. If you want to do some shit like that, because I'm I'm a man who's like, yo, I need to be happy with myself too. I need to be able to buy what I want to buy. If I can't afford to be happy, do stuff that I want to do, and do things that my kids want to do, then we ain't making enough, bro.
Bro, to be like
you need your sugar mama,
dog. Right now, this takes me back because I don't have a car right now. I'm not like, you know, so it's like this is taking me back to when I didn't have a car at all, and I had to ask people to drop off stuff for me, whatever. Like even right now, Mike has to come drop off some shit for me. You know what I mean? Or my brother, whatever. And like just thinking about having to wait on somebody else's finances so you could do what you want.
You know?
I don't know if I could do that, bro. It's not even a pride thing. It's not like, oh, my girl is making all the money and, you know, she's paying for all the bills in the house, whatever. I get that. Maybe in times of struggle, you know, certain things happen in relationships. Cool. But like primarily, exclusive, only the
waiting
only person
someone else
bringing dough. Like I gotta ask you to buy this. Now, mind you, I get you have to still talk about finances, whether you're in a relationship right now. All these things I'm learning, no problem. I get it. But to be 100% dependent on somebody else's salary, I don't know if I can do that, bro.
That's true. I never.
But as a man, wouldn't you? It's crazy because it's like the alpha male thing. I don't know. Maybe like would you be okay financing somebody all the time?
I mean, yeah.
If you got it, it ain't tricking. If you got it,
if I got it, yeah, I would be okay with that. Like whatever, stay home, do whatever you want, you know. But
you yourself, would you be comfortable with that?
Would I be comfortable having someone else do that? Like someone else.
If you got if a rich sugar mama said Arliss.
Yeah,
deal with it.
Fuck yeah. I mean, yo, bro, you want me to sweep these floors too? You want me to sweep these floors? but like it was
how much these windows gonna get me?
But that's
did I do good today? Okay. I love you.
That's like if they got it. That's like we're talking like stacks, bro.
Yeah.
If we're talking about like regular middle class shit, we're like,
if I got an allowance of $4,000 every 2 weeks from a sugar mama,
I'd be good. I'd be good. But like, because it's okay, man. It's okay if your girl makes more money than you. That's okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. As long as you both. Bro, as long as you're both are going towards that goal and that dream, bro, it doesn't matter, man.
But I don't know if I could do it in the middle class and just be like, yeah, okay, so like, you know, she's making, you know, a middle class wage, and I'm sitting here doing nothing. I'm just like, yeah, buy me this. Yo, I need this. I need that. Like and it wouldn't even be really about the money. I'd be like, am I contributing to this household? Yes, you are contributing. I would be contributing to the household, being a stay-at-home dad, obviously be raising the kids and keeping things in the house running. But I feel like I need to contribute, like financially. Like if something happened financially and I was a stay-at-home dad and there's nothing I could do, like being a man, that's different, and you're middle class and like, oh shit, the freaking lights are getting cut off, we need this much money. What am I supposed to do? Like it's I feel like I would want to contribute in every aspect, you know.
True. Creating OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And that
exactly.
and that brings me to our next topic. This is actually run through Arliss. If you want to give him a little preface before we run this.
I don't even remember, so you put me on the spot now.
Okay, so we have a clip that we're about to discuss from somebody. I don't even remember the lady's name. We'll get it after, but yeah, we want to see what your take is on this, everybody who's listening and or watching. And yeah, take a listen. Here we go.
Sometimes in the last year or so, I thought, you know, I wish that he was my boyfriend again. I don't necessarily want to be single, but I miss the single life. I miss the text messages for no reason. I miss the coming up from behind me when I'm scrambling eggs and just kissing me on the back of the neck. Like
I still do that, Boris. I still do that. Okay.
You know, I'm being you know, general here, but I'm just saying that the
there's a difference. There's definitely a difference.
There's the trappings of being single. Like, okay, you two are really good looking people, okay, and you're married, and we're married. There's people that flirt with you. And the part of the flirtation doesn't make you necessarily go wayward, but part of the flirtation that even makes you look at your phone is, or in your workspace, is that they have like a freshness or a newness. And I personally believe that if you're in it for the long haul, that freshness and newness is still possible if you talk about it. Be like, look, I know we talk about date night. We need to go have a date night.
Right.
I know we talk about like kissing and texting for no reason, but the last time you text me was over like, you know, the cabinet guy.
Okay, so
is there a second video, or was you played both?
no, that's the both.
Okay, well, yeah. So that was Boris Kojo, and that was Nicole Parker.
Nicole Ari Parker shares on IG Live that she wants more attention from her husband Boris Kojo. Bro, if anybody's listening, definitely go and check out our post on our social media at Serious Business Podcast. Make sure that you spell business BIZNESS to see the video, or even on YouTube. Check out our YouTube at Serious Biz, and you'll see his reaction. How you gonna put your man on blast like that?
Yeah,
that's not something. That's not something you can come and like tell me on the ones.
That was arms, yo. That was arms, and like it's like okay.
That is a most definite ones conversation.
Yeah, they should have had that conversation, and we don't know if they had that conversation before. He didn't look like they had that conversation before.
No, yo, his face when he looked over to her, he's like, "Whoa!" And all he could do is eat a chip. That's what he could do.
Yeah,
bro.
Seriously, and like, yo, she's ready to cheat. She's out of there, bro. She's about to find that Bakkas somewhere else, bro.
Well, I think right now she's practicing the celibate. Celibate lifestyle, waiting to go see her next man after. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but like, I think she has somewhat of a point.
No,
everybody falls.
She does.
Everybody falls into routine, right? Once things start getting comfortable, everybody just like, okay, this is routine. Like, I'm in a routine right now. You know what I mean? Everything is like boom, 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 boom. Of course, you know, you got to keep it spicy as best you can, right?
Yo, and that's one thing where it's like, you know, I was watching this video, and these guys were talking about how, you know, what's the difference from old school relationships to now? Do you know what I mean? To where that routine, it just becomes so monotonous. And I guess that's where people start to fall, because, you know, they're used to not seeing each other for hours on end. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, you see each other every day. I know Chris Tucker said it in Tambourine. Chris Tucker's Netflix special in Tambourine. He's talking about why him, you know, everything leading up to him and his wife getting divorced. He's like, back in the day, my mom and dad, he's like, I could have been dead and my dad won't even know till he gets home later this evening. But now my wife knows everything I did because because she liked it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I understand that routine, and then there needs to be the bit of space. But then there's also people, you know, I know one guy who works with his wife, and obviously maybe there's times of stress or whatever that they don't tell you about or show you. But you know, there's different things you got to sign up for a relationship. And I know people are going to be like, well, Kevin, shut the hell up. You live with your mama and you're not in it. But
that doesn't mean anything.
I can talk whatever I want to talk
about. You can be into a routine, not living together too. You could be in the same type of a routine. You know what I mean? You call her at 10. You see her at 8. You talk to her at lunch. You know what I mean? You could have that same routine every day. Like, is it okay? Here's a different point of view. How
What's up?
Yeah, she every relationship gets into a routine, okay? When you're married for years, like 10 plus years, you're going to get into a routine. It's not going to be date night all the time. That's honestly, that's unrealistic. You're going to have date night, yeah, but when you have life, kids, work, you have household chores, you have shit to do, you get into this routine and that stuff gets pushed to the side, regardless if you want it to get pushed to the side. So how serious are you if we don't know if she stepped out? She looks like she's about ready. It looks like Corona was keeping her. It was the only thing keeping her in the house. You know what I'm saying? But like, and she tried to backpedal at the end there. Like, I'm being.
She's like, I can't catch Corona in the pum pum. So
yeah,
okay.
But like, you have to. She's a grown woman. She should and now people are going to be like, yo, you gotta be more. You're gaslighting. You're making her sound like she's crazy. No, it's a different perspective. Like, you have to understand that's how things are going to get, and how much in love. Well, we don't know what she's saying, if she's out of love or whatnot. She just misses the single life, really. But like, how much did you want to be in this relationship if that's really making you second guess? Like, you guys have heard me say before that I don't mind being single or not, and that has nothing to do with my girl or how things are going, because obviously I would talk to her about that and we'd figure it out. But that has nothing to do with that. Has to do with my personality. The fact that I don't mind being in a relationship and I don't mind being single. Like, either way works for me. I'm good to go either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she seems like she's saying, because he didn't do XYZ, I'm missing the single life. Why? You're with this guy for a reason other than XYZ. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That sounds the same thing. It's like a Aisha Curry part 2 type thing, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like you don't want all that attention. I just feel like,
remember that show was crazy.
Yeah, that was even more wild, man. And all the women on that stupid ass show are like, oh, we commend you. You're so brave. Yo, them ladies on that show is so stupid, man. But anyways, no, they're not, bro. They even said, like, what's his name? I don't want to get too off topic, but they even said on that show, what Jesse Smollett did when he lied about such and such was low key noble. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, and even if he did lie, just to to give light, give awareness, that's low key noble.
No.
What?
Why are you lying on mans?
But anyways,
to jail.
Yeah. So anyways, there's the EDS. But to go back to that, if and I sent that same video to my girl, and she was like, that's not the time or place to be talking about something like that's
Instagram Live, bro.
Like, it's out. It's out because somebody was recording that the same time you were going. So even if you took it down, it's already it's in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what the after
now do you think because everybody wants attention in these days, do you think in some sort of way they did it for attention and in terms of like social media presence, or do you think it was genuine?
It looked legit.
Yeah,
it kind of looked legit. And the man back there, Boris Kodra, was just like, yo, what the fuck, man?
He's like, man, let me just eat this food.
And Mayu, who is that guy? What's his name? I've seen him before.
Who?
The other guy. He's like, I still do that, Boris. Like, shut up, bro. Shut up.
Nah, man, that would be me, bro. That'd be me, man. I gotta listen. If your girl,
that's when I'd pull the chip up. Like, nigga, shut the hell up. What are you talking?
I would have done that still, man. I would have pulled. Listen, if you going under the bus, oh man, I would have been laughing at you, boy. I'm sorry. That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
This guy's pushing you under the tire. He's like, yo,
because I'd be like, because then in my mind, I'm like, well, at least one of us gonna slam tonight.
For real.
So I'm trying to get my ticket in, boy. I'm trying to make sure that I'm guaranteed in this quarantine. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. That was
kind of wild though. That was kind of out left. Yeah, it was kind of it's a little bit too much, man. I don't know about that one.
But like it's all fine to have those thoughts and feelings, but like, come on, they should have had that conversation beforehand. So he would have been ready, man. He could have been ready with his answers, bro.
She's like, oh, I miss him hugging me from behind and when I'm making eggs and stuff like that.
Bitch, make eggs more often then.
But but it's like I would have been like, shut the hell up. We have a maid. What are you talking about? What?
Yeah, they're rich.
You want me to hug Consuelo? What the hell is wrong with you? What's wrong? What? You want me to hug up?
Make eggs 3 times a year. You've hugged me once. You hugged me once. I don't know, man. That's all fucked up. But
that's kind of crazy, dog. That's it, man. I don't know, dog. Yo, Gotta see about them people. But listen, this was a really, really good episode, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Very happy about it. I think we're good for that. Yeah, just make sure you comment and let us know what you think about those things. Thank you so much. What's up?
Sir.
What?
I was gonna say, yeah, let us know your side of the story, because I don't know, it's hard to say from both ends. Like you can't really say when you're
not in it.
Yeah, you're not in it.
We're not in it because anybody can say, well, you're not even married, or you guys just live in the same house, or
exactly.
You don't know what it is to be in a place for over 20 years and this, that, and blah 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 blah. So you can't really make a comment. Yeah, I can make a comment. Just keep scrolling if you don't like it. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, for real. For real.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, that's it for this week's episode of Serious Business, the Not So Serious podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure that you keep up with all of our social media activity on our Twitter at SeriousBiz_pod, our Instagram at Serious Business Podcast, and make sure that you spell business BIZNESS on YouTube, Serious Biz, and that is it.
Yes.
And please make sure through all of this that you take us seriously.
100%.
But at the same time, we hope you don't.
100%.
All right. All right. And that's it for the episode. And we out.
Like 3 strikes.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yes, sir.